And the last heading that I wanted to share with you from Tama's book is love is your license and your highest credential. And she asks, or she says, love belongs on your resume. Now, how many of us have written a resume where we say, loves well? That's really important, because love is what we are. We don't have to get to being love. We're already it. Maybe we need to be reminded that that's the truth of us, but we really do not have to do anything to be the love. Love is cause. So if you focus on that love, that feeling of love, your life is going to be more loving. It just goes out in waves. I now would like to just share 3 points that I've been living the last couple weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, that are personal, and maybe you'll hear them and go, yeah, so I already knew that. But it's different when we know it in our heads and we experience it. So 2.5 weeks ago, I was in my Acu-Yoga class, and I had one of those moments. I don't even think it was strong enough to call it a mini mystical experience. I think it was just a knowing. And to explain it, words, you understand, words are not quite adequate, so I'm going to bumble along here and at least try to get you the essence of what came forward. I had this sense of kind of a square around me. I don't know why it was a square. It just felt like it was a square. And this was the space that I'm in charge of. Well, I know my spirit's bigger than that, and if your mind's going there, I understand that. But the experience was, this is the space that I have control over. And in that space, I'm feeling fulfillment and joy and love and unity and freedom and all kinds of wonderful stuff. And then, automatically, outside my little square, there it goes. There it goes in waves all out and around me, and the absolute sense of that's none of my business out there. It's happening automatically. It was so freeing to know that I don't have to be responsible for everything in the whole world, and yet I impact everything in the whole world by my little square. That is cause. I got it. And I'm affirming that I keep remembering it. I got it in that moment. That's for me to do. That's my stuff right there. Whatever I'm filling my little square with is what shows up in the world and what impacts the world, but I don't have to be really concerned about that. And it was such a relief. So, 2 other things that have kind of backed that up for me. One was from Tama Keeve's book. There's a point at which she becomes afraid in her search for her right work, in her moving into the creativity that she wants to do in the world, and becomes so frightened. And then she hears another woman say something that I'm paraphrasing. If God, and by God I don't mean the old man on the throne in the sky, if God, if love, that higher sense within us that's all around us, if God takes us to this point, why would it abandon us? Why would it stop giving us inspiration and sustenance? It wouldn't. And that, I got it, heart and head. Okay, I've made it this far. Yay! And I don't have to go the rest of it alone, ever. Even if I didn't have anybody else in my life, as in human form, I'm never denied. I'm always supported. It's always with me. And then the other little aha that came to me that I've been reminding myself about really addresses my logical mind. It's logic to me. I like this idea. Again, it's not new, but I got it. And that's, God is, we talk about, is good. And if you don't want to use the term good, you can use intelligence or love, whatever is right for you. And the intention of the universe, the intention of God, is for greater expansion, for wholeness, for life, for joy, for freedom, for love. That is the movement of God through us, as us. So, if a condition shows up, a disease or a pain or lack or limitation, that doesn't fit. That's not logical, as Spock would say. It is not logical in the grand scheme of what Spirit is doing. That has given me such freedom to say, wait a minute, just because the veterinarian said that my cat has something on her gum that shouldn't be there, I looked at that and I thought, wait a minute. My cat is the expression of the divine idea of cat, and it's made perfect, whole, and complete. So what am I doing allowing veterinarian training, and I'm not bashing veterinarians, I almost became one, and I'm glad we have them, but they have a mindset of when this happens, then chances are, or if the cat is this old, chances are, and I'm saying, wait a minute, no. Whether it's with the cat or whether it's with any of us, it's not logical to be sick. It's not logical to be broke. Now, a lot of us say, well, it's my learning process, and okay, it can be that. But ultimately, it's not necessary. So when I see that stuff show up in my life, and I've had a few good ones this last week, some of them I'm able to really say, no, that's not logical. That's not logical. I get back on center. I know that cause is perfect and this situation is perfect. And there's one of them that's kind of given me grief, and I'm going to get me to a practitioner. That's what practitioners are there for. We don't have to ascend at this moment and be perfect physically and mentally and as well as we are spiritually. So those are my 3 learnings that I wanted to share with you. So in conclusion, I just want to say, we are all cause to our life. So let that cause be love. Let that cause be something wonderful. Embody it, feel it, think it. Let it be. Share your true self with the world. Share your true self with yourself. And enjoy the dance. Thank you for being here today. Namaste. Thank you.